Everybody, Michelle from Kansas City. In order for you to succeed, you're going to have to talk to people. And one of the most important things that you're going to have to do is find out what they do for a living. So I'm going to go over with you a series of questions for you to ask them as well as close them. Cheers! Start chatting with somebody on social media, you need to remember to always start with how, what, why, where, when. You need to ask open-ended questions. I'm going to go over some of those with you now. Cheers! After you've had a little bit of small talk with your prospects, then you want to get to the million-dollar question. What do you do? And how they answer that question is going to be huge depending on what to do next. Cheers! After you ask somebody, what do you do? If they're responsive, then you're going to want to ask them, what does that entail? And you also want to ask them, how long have you done that? And if they open up to you and they're being responsive, that's huge. A great question to ask somebody when you find out what they do for a living is you want to ask them, how do you like what you're doing? You don't want to just say, do you like what you're doing? That's a closed-end question. You want to say, how do you like what you're doing? It's a great question. Next question that you want to ask is, how are you being affected by today's economy? What that does is it allows them to be honest with you because they can blame the economy if they're not succeeding. It's a genius question. A really good question you're going to want to ask is, what is your experience in network marketing? More than likely, that's going to open up a can of worms because they're more than likely have had experience in network marketing and did not have success. So get ready for that, but that is a really good question to ask. After you've established that they do have experience in the network marketing industry, you want to ask them, how has your experience been in this industry? You want to get them to open up, and you also want them to know that you care. It's a huge question. Maybe a hard question to ask, but this is huge, and that is, why do you think you didn't succeed with that company? What that's going to do is that's going to tell you a lot. It's going to hopefully get them to open up, and they'll view you as a leader for asking that kind of question. Okay, so you've established a little bit of a relationship. You know what they did for a living. You've asked them how have they been affected by today's economy, and now you want to ask them the million-dollar question. Have you thought about doing something else? Question mark. The level of response that you're getting is in direct proportion to the amount of interest they have in you. So if you're getting short answers, then they're either not interested, preoccupied, or distracted. So ask them again, and if you're still getting short answers, just move on. Cheers.